Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps I should introduce myself. I'm the husband of the head of school. My name is Eric Whitmer, although on the Walker's campus, I'm more affectionately now known as Mr. Viz. Anyway, it's an honor for me to be asking the invocation today, and I will also ask your patience if, after I finish, I step down from the stage and sit under the evergreen tree over there, where my skin will be very appreciative. Walker's families and friends, faculty and staff, students, and especially our Walker's class of 2017, my invocation is really a blessing. We are blessed by this festive day, by the joy we share, and the thankfulness that this day inspires in all of us. And to our seniors, by a belief in yourselves that will always be a part of who you are, which now includes the sunrise pancake breakfast most of you have eaten. That was a joke. For the diplomas awarded today have been fiercely earned and will soon be so proudly bestowed, in the conviction that we shall herewith be releasing a gallant, intrepid, new cohort of Walker's girls with the courage to be those idealists without illusion that our world is surely waiting for. So may it ever be. Thank you.
Before I begin my welcome, I want to invite anyone who might feel a little uncomfortable in this undue heat to step inside Beaverbrook to the living room where there's air conditioning and where the ceremony is being streamed live. So if you would prefer, please do make your way inside. Parents, families, friends, students, faculty and staff, there is no greater privilege for a head of school than to welcome all of you to the rite of commencement at the end of the academic year. It is the final flourish, the symbolic gesture of all that we believe and cherish as we salute those who've completed their secondary education at our alma mater and now are ready to embark on the next step of their academic and personal journey. For me, this is especially poignant, being my first year as head of school at Walker's, and hence my first graduation, something I will never forget. Many of you have stopped me and thanked me for this lovely weekend of graduation events. In truth, I am only the merest of instruments. Indeed, it is all of the dedicated people around me that have made this possible. I would like to express gratitude to all of the faculty and staff who have worked ceaselessly for weeks and months to ensure that this time would be seamless. There are a few individuals whom I truly must mention by name. Beginning Friday with the middle school promotion, then the senior ride and music concert, then to the baccalaureate and prize night, and now to graduation itself, we have had an unending parade of wonderful occasions to celebrate. I would like to salute Maureen Fiedler, Executive Assistant to the Middle School, Mallory Pasquarello, Assistant to the Dean of Students, and next year to teach one of our new art history courses, Susan Riggles, my wonderful, magical Executive Assistant, Madeline Cadwell, wizard at all events, the wonderful folks in engineering, physical plant, and environmental services, especially Scott Bamford, the interim director of our facilities, Justin Trito, supervisor of environmental services, and Tony Rinaldi, the magician who has made every flower and tree bloom for us and the grass gleam so brightly. Our indefatigable documenters through photo, video, and recording, Tyler Varcell, Ben Barker, and Rob Dawson, our dining hall staff who've had to prepare meal after meal after meal in short record season, especially Michelle Addis, our Director of Dining Services, and Scott Iwanicki, our head chef. The Advancement Office, especially Marian Patterson, our Director of Alumni Affairs, our wonderful barn staff, Randy, Shashim Bell, Sarah Cassis, and my loyal and persevering administrative council, especially my soulmate Amy Wheeler, Associate Head of School, and Eric mentioned the pancake breakfast at dawn. Some of you may not know that it's a ritual for many seniors to climb to the observatory across the street to watch dawn, which today was at 5:10 a.m. And Amy and her partner, Tim Rennie, produced pancakes for the entire senior class to welcome them on this auspicious morning. I'd like to thank as well Michelle Hellman, Director of External Affairs, Elisa Cardona, our speaker at Baccalaureate, John Monaghan, our Director of Athletics, Gretchen Orscheit, Director of Advancement, Mark Fuller, Director of Information Technology, our Dean of Students, Lauren Rea Mooney, and Jill Harrington, our Dean of Academics. The latter two did yeoman, or should I say yeowoman's, duty in organizing the students and making sure everyone was able to graduate. I especially would like to doff my motorboard to two members of our senior staff who will be leaving us to share their wisdom with the larger world. First, Stephen Reynolds, our Chief Operating Officer, who could not be with us today because he is witnessing his own elder daughter's graduation from Dartmouth College. And then Brock Dunn, our Executive Director of Strategic Initiatives, who will be assuming a new position as Assistant Head of School and Head of the Upper School at the University Leggett School in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. I'd like to salute both of them for their many years of dedicated, loyal, and enthusiastic service. I would be remiss if I did not express my unwavering gratitude to the Board of Trustees, many of whom are with us here today. Thank you, Leander, for honoring us with your address today. Thank you, Kit Rohn, our Chair of the Board of Trustees, who has continued to repose confidence and trust in me, even amid the complexities of school life. Finally, the one group I have admitted thus far, without whom we would not be sitting here. In other words, all of you, our parents, our families. Thank you for entrusting what is most precious to you to all of us at Walkers. We have partnered with you to nurture, guide, mentor, and encourage your daughters to discover all of which they are capable and more. Thank you, one and all. And now I would like to invite Voce Felice to lead us in singing the hymn, We Sing of Golden Morning. Please stand and join them.
Welcome, parents, faculty, staff, students, trustees, and special guests. 4 years ago, I wrote a very different speech for a very different occasion, middle school promotion. In that speech, I compared each member of my class to a Crayola crayon color, and how together we created one beautiful masterpiece. I'm not going to do that in this speech. None of us have the time or the patience to hear 46 Crayola names. I also included this crayon in my speech. It's called Bittersweet. It described how the class of 2017 was feeling then, as we stood on the precipice of high school. And it describes how the class of 2017 is feeling now, as we stand on the precipice of life beyond walkers. It's not easy to graduate. Walking across this stage and shaking people's hands and smiling with our diploma and hoping we don't trip on our heels on the red carpet may be easy, but it's not easy to leave behind the world we know and love. It's not easy to break through the walker's bubble and be on the other side of it, looking in. Graduation is the time to celebrate the class of 2017 and everything we have accomplished. But it is also a celebration of the people who have helped us to get to this day, our teachers, our parents, and our friends. Graduation is something else, too. When we walk across the stage, when we receive our diplomas, we are giving a silent promise to all of you. We are promising to remember what Walkers has taught us, to be the best, truest version of ourselves. We promise to laugh. We promise to remember where we came from. We promise to love. We promise to keep the friends we have made here close. We promise to do all of you justice. We are athletes. We are musicians. We are from Spain, China, Thailand, America, South Korea, Scotland, and Peru. We are sons and dials, but sons are better. We laugh and sing Love on Top so loudly that by the end of the song, our voices have given out. We are not afraid to talk about race, sexuality, or ability. We leave the bubble and step into the world knowing who we are. We leave the bubble knowing that we can and will change the world for the better. We graduate today and go our separate ways physically, but emotionally, we will always be together. In our Corey skirts, linking arms to sing the school song, and waiting awkwardly outside of BB until someone who actually has an ID comes to the door. We leave this place knowing more, understanding more, loving more. We are kind. We are strong. We are inspired. We are inspiring. We are bold. We are beautiful. We are survivors of advanced chemistry. We can do algebra 80% of the time. We know psychology and love to talk about how we know psychology. You all have given me the best years of my life, and I love you all so much. We are courage, confidence, integrity, and conviction. We are love. We are the class of 2017. Thank you.
Hello, I will be introducing the speaker. Leander A. Dolphin is a partner in the school law practice at Shipman and Goodwin LLP in Hartford, Connecticut. She is a member of the Ethel Walker School class of 1995 and a member of our Board of Trustees. Ms. Dolphin represents public school districts, independent schools, and colleges and universities in education and employment matters. She previously served as Vice President, Human Resources, and General Counsel at Girl Scouts of Connecticut. Ms. Dolphin is frequently requested as a speaker as an adjunct professor of Education at Law at Quinnipiac University School of Law. In addition to her practice, Ms. Dolphin is highly engaged and committed to diversity and inclusion in the legal profession. She is co-chair of Shipman and Goodman's Committee on Diversity and Inclusion, which promotes understanding, advancement, and empowerment of diverse professionals through supporting initiatives to recruit, mentor, and retain diverse teams of attorneys and staff, as well as developing events that share perspectives and raise awareness of diversity issues facing organizations in the community. Ms. Dolphin has contributed her time and experience to various outside organizations committed to diversity and inclusion. With a focus on educating and empowering youth in the community, Ms. Dolphin serves on the board of the Governor's Prevention Partnership and on organizations such as the Lawyers Collaborative for Diversity's Associates Advisory Committee, the Hart School for Performing Arts, the Girl Scouts of the USA, and the Girl Scouts of Connecticut. She has also served both as secretary and as a member of the board of directors of the George W. Crawford Black Bar Association, a volunteer, a statewide organization of attorneys, judges, and law students in Connecticut. For her commitment to justice and the advancement of the legal profession, Ms. Dolphin was selected as a fellow of the American Bar Foundation, a James W. Cooper Fellow of the Connecticut Bar Foundation, and she was chosen by the Connecticut Law Tribune as the new leader in the law. Ms. Dolphin has also recently among those honored at the 100 Women of Color Awards 2017 Gala, which celebrated the contributions of women in business and education, entrepreneurship and entertainment, government, and service. Ms. Dolphin graduated from Howard University School of Law with a Juris Doctorate and Wesleyan University with a bachelor's degree with high honors in English and African American Studies and Women's Studies. Ms. Dolphin lives in Hartford with her husband Raymond and her daughter Maya. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Leander Dolphin.
Good morning. I have had the good fortune to speak before hundreds of people on many occasions over the years, but none have meant more to me than this talk today in front of you. 26 years ago, when I first stepped through the doors at Beaver Brook, I had no clue just how much my life would change, and I certainly could not see my way to standing here in front of you today. I was born on a tiny island in the Caribbean. I was fortunate to be raised by a loving grandmother, and I had no real concept of just how poor we were. Although we had no indoor plumbing, and I could clearly remember when we got electricity, a television, and then after, a telephone. I moved to Brooklyn, New York when I was 8 to join my mother, who worked as a housekeeper for several wealthy families in New York. I hated leaving my home, my grandmother, and the rest of my family. And though there had been talks of the streets of New York being paved with gold, I saw quickly that 1986 Brooklyn, New York was paved with anything but gold. Schoolwork was easy in Brooklyn, but for a girl with a name like Leander and a thick Creole accent, school as a whole was anything but. I couldn't change my name, but I could remember listening to New York's all-news radio station, 1010 Wins, and practicing until my American accent was nearly perfect. Even now, I remember their slogan, "You give us 22 minutes, and we'll give you the world." Now that I think of it, may have 1010 Wins to blame for my obsession with the 24-hour news cycle. But even better, if you give me just a few more minutes, I'll give you my view of the world. That joke sounded a lot better in my head. In any event, armed with my American newsman accent, I was tracked into the Gifted and Talented program in both elementary school and middle school, eventually leading to my receipt of a full scholarship from A Better Chance to come to Ethel Walker. So it was that I walked into Beaver Brook, 5 years after moving to the United States, with my American accent and my Brooklyn girl attitude. The 4 years that followed here gave me innumerous gifts, and those gifts are what I want to talk to you about this morning. Some of the gifts that Walkers gave to me and to you, Walkers grads, are perhaps obvious. We, you and I, we were given the gift of a privileged education, surrounded by beauty and abundance, with teachers who believed more than anything in girls' education. But there were other gifts as well that were not perhaps as readily apparent. One such gift was the gift of fellowship amongst women. Here, I learned to love women, to promote other women, to be led by women. It was here that I learned to be a feminist and a womanist, and the important differences between the two. It was here that I learned about allyship, that intentional alliance with others who have been marginalized in ways both familiar and unfamiliar to me. Because of the gift of fellowship we were given here, promise yourselves that you will forever look for a woman to combine forces with, or for a woman to lead, or that you will forever glory in watching another woman shine. It was here that I received the gift of self-actualization, a gift that required accepting that I owed it to myself to be my authentic self, no matter the circumstance. That's why I'm going to take off my heels, because my feet hurt. Okay. So, when I first got here, I was a bossy, street-smart Black girl with the newscaster's vocabulary on the outside. On the inside, I worried incessantly that I would fail, that I would be outed as a fraud, and that I would be sent home. But in my senior year at Walker's, I read Marianne Wilson's book, A Return to Love. One of Miss Wilson's most famous quotes in that book has stayed with me all of these years. She writes, "Our deepest fear is that we are inadequate." I'm sorry. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel secure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Today, I want you to promise that in moments when you are frightened, and there will be those, or in moments when others mistake you for less than you are, and there will be those too, that you will remember that there is immense power in knowing yourself, acknowledging your own talents and gifts, and accepting your own weaknesses. I am very much still that girl, still bossy, still street smart, and still driven to believe that I belong where I am standing, no matter where that is. That is how I ended up here, improbable as it may have seemed all of those years ago. I received one of the best gifts at Ethel Walker from my beloved advisor and English teacher, John Groff. I had asked him to write me a recommendation for me for college, and he shared the recommendation with me. In it, he said that I was one of the most principled students he'd ever known. That recommendation changed the way I thought of myself, gave me something to always aspire to, and has guided nearly every decision I have made since. What a gift it is to see yourself through the eyes of someone else who sees something in you far greater than you can. You will hear many Walker's grads say that they have found the gift of their own voice here, and that is true. I found my voice here and learned, sometimes the hard way, that my voice mattered, but it was not the only voice that mattered. It was here that I was first introduced to the concept of diversity, diversity in thought, perspective, experience, and to the conflict that is inherent when there is such diversity. Through that conflict, I learned that the most effective way to use my voice was to listen more and talk less, so that when I did speak, I would be heard. And perhaps most importantly, I learned that my voice would be even more effective if I could persuade others to speak up as well. So, today I ask you, what are your gifts? There are those that you are fortunate to be born with. Those are your natural talents. And there are those that you have been fortunate to be given, to receive. Having received these gifts, what must we do with them? That's the question for every Walker's graduate. What will you do with all that you have been given? Every new morning, every moment, every trip around the sun is our chance to use our individual and collective gifts to change the world. How will you use your gift? How will you share your gift? To whom will you give your gifts? Remember that to whom much is given, much is required. And I have found that, as Gandhi says, the best way to find yourself really is to lose yourself in the service of others. Do this because you are your best self when you are giving in service of the greater good, whatever that may be for you. Whatever you decide to do next, remember the gifts that have been bestowed upon you and pay it forward. Reach back and lift up a girl. Lift her onto your shoulders. Add your voice to hers. Throw open each new door with your authentic self, ready to listen, ready to advocate, ready to serve. Do these things with courage, with confidence, with conviction. It is the Walker's way. Thank you.
Thank you, Leander, for those wonderful words, which I think we will all take to heart. And now will you please stand and join me in singing America the Beautiful.
I am honored to present the Scholarship Prize for the class of 2017. This prize recognizes the top student in the senior class. It goes without saying that the Scholarship Prize is awarded to an exceptional student who has taken a remarkably difficult course load and has excelled in each of those classes. The 2017 Scholarship Prize is awarded to Lexi King. I've asked Lexi to stand here with me for a minute while I say a few words about her. In the words of her teachers, Lexi is one of the best writers they've ever worked with. She's capable of connecting difficult concepts and clearly sees the big picture while being able to connect classroom discussions with the world around her. Mr. Fry says she is the student whose eyes sparkle at a challenge that makes her classmates groan. And Clarkey says of Lexi, "No task is too great, no challenge unmet." Lexi has a razor-sharp intellect, and scholarship does not come without hard work. When her work in advanced English wasn't up to her own high standards this fall, she worked diligently to make improvements. Miss Michael says that due to all of this hard work, her final paper was incredible, and it made her smile from ear to ear. Miss Michael's words echo many of the faculty's when she says that Lexi's way with words is truly impressive. Ms. Johnson sent Lexi an email this week that said, in part, "Thank you for the dedication and effort you have invested in this class." Several of her teachers shared that Lexi has not only not succumbed to the dreaded senior slide, but has ramped up her effort and performance in her last few months here. The faculty's praise and respect for Lexi spans the curriculum. Her strength in writing and her incredible work ethic are as apparent in math and science with as much vigor as in the humanities. Lexi regularly visits her teachers before assessments with a detailed list of questions for which she is seeking clarity and understanding. It's not every student who is driven to perfect her writing through extra help and constant revision, to seek additional problem sets, and to constantly work with commitment until she reaches comprehension. In Dr. Sheldon's words, teachers love having Lexi in their classes because she derives genuine pleasure from preparing for class and being able to discuss what she has learned. Her contributions help to raise the level of conversation for all. On top of all of this, she is eager to help others with their learning. Lexi, on behalf of the faculty, thank you for the impact you have had in our classrooms. Congratulations.
The Beatrice Hurlburt Prize for Character and Influence. When the students and faculty nominate a recipient for the Beatrice Hurlburt Memorial Prize, they read the following description and are asked to nominate a student whom they feel best fits the criteria. Quote, "This prize goes to a girl of outstanding character." Character means possessing those qualities, such as integrity, honor, unselfishness. Influence means positive leadership, either actively or by example. The recipient today exemplifies all of these characteristics and more. She is one of the most honorable and selfless young people in her class. Her accomplishments are not because she wants recognition or acclaim. She does not influence our community to gain attention, but rather to make real change. This student encouraged this community to speak its mind even when it was uncomfortable or it didn't have the right words. She led conversations about race, robots, feminism, equality, and when others did not have the right words, she did not chide them, but instead took the time to listen and to talk. This young woman is the change she wants to see. It is an incredible honor and privilege to present the 2017 Beatrice Hurlburt Memorial Prize for Character and Influence to Cheyenne Watts.
It is now our privilege to present the Ethel Walker Medal. And before we describe this year's recipient, I've asked our chair of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Kit Rohn, to tell you about this prize.
The Ethel Walker Medal is given to an adult member of the school community, a former trustee, faculty or staff member, or friend of the school, whose service and dedication has been of the highest caliber and represents the vision, tenacity, and commitment of the founder of the Ethel Walker School, Ethel Walker herself. This award is presented at graduation and given on behalf of the Board of Trustees. It is awarded only when there is a recipient of extraordinary commitment and service. The Ethel Walker Medal is one of the highest honors bestowed by the school. Last year's recipient of the medal was Brian Rathbun. The recipient will receive this medal as well as have their name added to a plaque to be displayed in the lobby of Beaverbrook. This year's recipient of the Ethel Walker's Medal is board member and dear friend, Chris Brigham.
This year's recipient of the Ethel Walker Medal is Christopher Brigham, trustee, attorney, and principal with the firm Updike, Kelly, and Spellman. He is chairman of the Employment Practices Group, focuses practice on representing and counseling schools and businesses with respect to workplace and employment law issues. Mr. Brigham is a frequent speaker and presenter for various professional groups and has published numerous articles regarding employment issues and employment law. He received his BA from Middlebury College in Vermont in 1986. After teaching middle school for 3 years, hurrah, Mr. Brigham received his JD degree, cum laude, from the Vermont Law School. He is a member of the Connecticut Bar Association. He's on the board of managers of the St. Thomas Day School. He's a member and roundtable mentor at the Quinnipiac Chamber of Commerce. He is co-chair of the Labor and Employment section of the Meritas Law Firm's Worldwide Steering Committee, a board member at Ethel Walker, immediate past president of the Coordinating Council for Children in Crisis, and board member there as well, and a coach for the Eli Lacrosse program, New Haven, Connecticut. Mr. Brigham joined the board at Walker's in 2010. His connection to the school, however, began as a result of his two sisters, Jean, class of 82, Kathleen, class of 85, and his mother, Kay, who served as a trustee while her daughters attended Walker's in the decade of the 80s. During his tenure as trustee at Walker's, Mr. Brigham has been unstinting with his time and energy, generously offering his expertise wherever needed. He has chaired the admissions committee of the board, served as head of the search committee for a new head of school, lucky me, periodically participated in panels with members of the Walker's faculty and staff at national conferences, encouraged the previous and new head of school at every turn, ensuring that we avoid misstepping. Whatever issue, problem, or challenge that is presented to Mr. Brigham, he comes to it with the same thoughtfulness, professionalism, and intellect. And perhaps more importantly, compassion for all concerned, both directly and indirectly. We know when Chris is present, all will be handled with meticulous correctness and extraordinary care. His calm demeanor, wise counsel, and overall good cheer have undergirded our board meetings, infecting us with his own quiet optimism and faith in education and its possibilities. We've enjoyed the presence of your wonderful spouse, Margaret, an acclaimed nurse practitioner, and your 3 children, Claire, Ben, and Max. We salute you, Chris Brigham, and thank you for all that you've done to propel Walker's forward, both regionally and in the world. Thank you.
All seniors who complete their senior year on the honor roll and who have satisfactorily completed all other academic commitments will be announced as graduating with honors or high honors for their senior year. Additionally, seniors who, by virtue of their outstanding academic performance in the past 2 years, are members of the Cum Laude Society will be recognized. Following school tradition, members of the Big Seven will receive their diplomas last. Bria Nicole Austin. It's hard to be first. Good job. Hannah Sue Ayubi. Go around the front. Anna Christina Barber. With honors, Clara Eugenia Cano. With high honors, Emily Isabel Casares. Go forward. At this point, I would like to invite board member Kevin Chesson to the podium to present his daughter with her diploma. With honors, Samantha Faye Chesson. With honors, Shay Pearl Clark. With honors, Rebecca Celia Erosa. With high honors, Shu Yi Fei. With honors, Kaylin Lewis Fury. With honors, Alana Desiree Garcia. With honors, Amelie Yang Gillies. Jessica Harry Prasad. With honors, Isabel Claire Hartwell. With honors, Titimon Hampunsup. With high honors, Unjae Kim. Just go around the front. With high honors, Alexis Rachel King. Picture. Madison Claire Lamagna. With high honors, Jin Yi Lee. With high honors, Mingxuan Lin. With high honors, Chuhan Liu. With high honors, Sydney Faye Longley. With high honors, Imogen Rose McLeod. Mary Elizabeth McNally. Natalie McGeed. Tanner Patrice Mitchell. Catherine Murphy. With honors, Sydney Elizabeth Olstein. Catherine Ann Diana Pettit. With honors, Eliza Rose Phillips. With honors, Ishita Raman. With high honors, Emma Louise Richardson. With high honors, Paloma Rodriguez Paramo. Caroline Mame Roncalli. Brianna Rachel Silva. With high honors, Chuting Sun. Don Pond Wanasan. With honors, Lyrica Marie Yanaway. With honors, Kayla LaRose Graham. Go forward. With honors, Alora Grace Foster. With high honors, Cheyenne Denise Watts. With honors, Jimena Alejandra Franco Bao. With high honors, Awele Nina Chakura. With high honors, Weijia Zhang. At this point, I would like to invite staff member Marian Patterson to the podium to present her daughter with her diploma. With high honors, Idabel Jean Patterson. Idabel, you can just go to your seat. Stand. We present to you, with our congratulations, the class of 2017.
Okay, good, good.
Please join us in singing the school song.
Please join me in reciting the school meditation. May there be peace and unity in the lives we share here together, and strength to take us through our daily challenges. Let us never be afraid to follow where the truth may lead us. May we have insight to understand each other and wisdom to know why we are sometimes misunderstood. Help us to look beyond ourselves and recognize the needs of others. Above all, teach us to love, for in love lies the key to life.
Without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Come a long way from where we began. I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. It's been a long way from where we began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again. Oh, 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 oh. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I've been through, I've been standing there by my side. And now you're coming with me for the last ride.
We knew all the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again. Family when family's all that we got. Everything I've been through was standing there by my side. And now you're gonna be with me for the last ride. I want to thank my family, my friends for always supporting me through it all.
I want to say to all my Walker sisters that I love you and wish you the best happiness.
I want to thank my family for supporting me and Miss McAlpine. I want to thank my sister for everything that she's done for me.
I want to thank all my friends and teachers for always supporting me.
Smith Dorm, I love you. Shea Clark, you're my nemesis.
And let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go.
And every step you take will always lead you home. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. When I see you again.
I was determined to be composed, but through the course of this ceremony, I found my defenses being weakened, and the song from the grapes finally brought it all down. This is my chance as head of school to present the graduates of 2017 with their charge. And I'd like to begin with a charge from the poet Alice Walker. I've read it before to the school. I'd like to read it to all of you now. Expect nothing. Expect nothing. Live frugally on surprise. Become a stranger to need of pity. Or, if compassion be freely given out, take only enough. Stop short of urge to plead. Then purge away the need. Wish for nothing larger than your own small heart, or greater than a star. Tame wild disappointment with caress unmoved and cold. Make of it a parka for your soul. Discover the reason why so tiny human midget exists at all. So scared, unwise. But expect nothing. Live frugally on surprise. Ethel Walker graduates of the class of 2017, we charge you to go out boldly into the world, embodying the most fundamental principles of our beloved school: respect, love of learning, integrity, conviction, courage, and confidence. In the words of our school meditation, carry with you all love, for in love lies the key to life. Remember that your bond to this school can never be severed. You will always be ours. We will always be yours. Though you will undoubtedly face many obstacles, manifest resilience even in difficult times. In the words of Virgil's Aeneid, Forsan et haec, olem miminisi iwabit. Even at this too, will you one day look back and smile. Ave atque vale. Hail and farewell, you brave graduates of 2017.